Hey mamas, it's Doona. Congratulations on your pregnancy. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to focus on just easy, gentle, seated yoga poses for all trimesters. But before you start my program, make sure to get your doctor's approval. All right, so we're going to get started right away. Grab a block or two. You could sit on one right now if you need to. Stack your shoulders over hips. Sit up nice and tall. But notice if you're arching your lower back, see if you could tuck your tailbone down so your belly draws in and your core should be slightly engaged. Good. From here, relax the shoulders down, but reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling and place one hand on your belly. Place one hand over your heart and just start to take your inhales and your exhales. Maybe for some, you could feel your baby's heartbeat. And if not, start to bring focus on your own heartbeat. So just really tuning inwards, connecting to the breath, connecting to your body, to your baby. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Good. Gently blink your eyes open. Release your fingertips on top of your shoulders. Make big circles with your elbows. So for those of you who have any lower back issues, it is a common pregnancy symptom. So just make sure, again, there's no arching in the lower back. For us pregnant mamas, we tend to overarch, or some of you might over round the back. So really focusing on finding that length and straight back. Good. All right, so once you went both directions, go ahead and release the hands, roll out the shoulders again. Place your right hand on top of your left ear and drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. From here, feel free to just stay here. Otherwise, plant your left fingertips on top of the block, straighten the left arm, and then imagine pulling your left ear away from that left shoulder. Chin slightly away from your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. For some of you, you might not even need the block, so place your fingertips down on the floor. Good. From here, flip your left palm to face back. Bend your left elbow behind you. And then same action here. Kind of pull the neck away from each other, nice and gracefully, nice and softly. Don't be aggressive, be gentle. Good. Keep your left arm exactly as it is. Re-straighten your neck. And let's take full cow face spine. So right fingertips connects to your left. Otherwise, just palms behind your back. Now from here, find a nice thoracic extension. So a slight back bend. Now you could slightly arch through the lower back, but make sure to lift the lower back up into your mid-back up into your chest. So you're still finding that length into the lower back. Option to gaze up, point your right elbow up, inhale. And then as you exhale, come back to your posture, tucking that tailbone, and then release your hands. Good. Roll out your shoulders, and let's do the other side. Left ear down towards your left shoulder. Feel free to stay here. Layer 1. Otherwise, layer 2. Straighten your right arm out towards the right with or without your block. Good. Relax the shoulders. Maybe even reach your right fingertips further out. Breathing softly, slowly. Refocusing on the lower back position. Good. Keep your left hand where it's at. Half cow face with your right arm. And then you should feel a deeper stretch into that right side of your neck. Pulling your right shoulder down. Left ear up and over towards the left. Good. Bring your head back to center. cow face bind on the other side. One side might feel a little tighter. Just bring that awareness, notice without any judgment, and then see if you can find that back bend. So opening up through the chest, reach your sternum up towards the ceiling, chin away from the chest, maybe gaze up. Last breath in. Last breath out. Good. Come back to your neutral spine. Draw the belly in, then release your arms. Roll out your shoulders. Good. First spinal twist here. Okay, so depending how big your belly has grown over time, you can feel free to keep your arms open. Otherwise, left hand on top of right knee, right hand behind your lower back. So anytime we're twisting, if this does not feel good for you, please back off of the twist, but really focusing on the upper back. So there's not that much rotation in the lower half. It's mostly through the upper back, really peeling that right shoulder back. Good. And remember, this is only if you've been practicing yoga for a while now. And of course, with your doctor's approval. And then just to remind you again, please watch my do's and don'ts video before you start any of my classes. There's a link below, so feel free to check that out. And the same thing on the other side. Sitting up tall first as you inhale. And as you exhale, peel the left shoulder back. You should feel that nice stretch into your big lat muscles, into the front of your chest, your pec, into the shoulders. Always listen to your body, especially in this time, in this moment. Good. Come back to center. Roll out your shoulders. Good. Right fingertips over to the right again. Left arm up and over. Let's just take a nice lateral stretch. Only go as deep as you can without the left hip lifting up. Peel your left ribs back, left shoulder back. Keep the chest open and lift your sternum up. Come back to center. Other side. Good. Come back to center. Switch the opposite ankle on top. Okay, again, depending how far along you are, make some space for your belly when you fold over. So if you need to unhook your legs and do a wide-legged seated forward fold instead, feel free to do that. But with your legs crossed, we're going to really focus on the hips and the outer glutes. So even if you're lifted here, totally fine. Ground through the sit bones, root down your tailbones. And your body, your practice, your belly, listen to it. How far can you go without overdoing it? Good. Walk your hands over to the right. Fold over your right leg. Keep your shoulders squared. Press down into your left hip. Walk over to the left. Again, feel free to keep your chest lifted. You want to keep a lot of space around your stomach. Good. Come back to center. All right. So if your legs are already straight, go ahead and keep it there. We're going to do our first seated forward fold. Again, depending how far along you are, feet together or feet as wide as you can. I like to do it feet hip width in my second trimester. Point your toes up. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, hinge from your hips and fold. Again, feel free to keep your chest lifted. Today, I'm going to keep my chest lifted, not because of my belly, only because my calves and my hamstrings are so tight. Honestly, this is all I can do today, and that's okay. Good. Bring your right foot into your left inner thigh. Hinge from your hips. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, fold over your left leg. Keep both sit bones grounded. Option to bend to your left knee. Good. Inhale, slowly rise. Bend your left knee behind you. Gentle twist over to the right. Again, really focusing on opening up through your right shoulder. Opening up through your chest. And then really keeping your stomach to not twist all the way, especially in your pregnancy. But you could keep your stomach pointing forward or just slightly out. Good. Come back to center, straighten out both legs. Feel free to shake it out. And let's do the other side. Seated separate, forehead to knee stretch. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold. Good. Perfect. And then bend your right knee behind you. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, twist. Good. Come back to center, re-straighten out both legs, shake it out. All right, so plant your feet, scoot your hips slightly forward, walk your hands behind you, and hook your right ankle on top of left thigh. Seated figure 4. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, walk your left foot in. Maybe walk your hands in. Lift your chest, sitting up tall, shoulders down. Keep your right foot flexed. Okay, you're more than welcome to stay here if this is good enough. Otherwise, you're going to drop your left leg down, grab your left foot, and bring your left shin into your chest. You can go ahead and just sway it side to side, rock it back and forth, just like a baby. Otherwise, you could wrap your arms around, interlace your fingers, and sway side to side here. Sitting up tall as you can. Again, really focusing on that beautiful posture. We tend to lose our posture as time passes by through our pregnancy and then after birth, from holding our baby, feeding them, nursing them. So really bringing that awareness. Good. All right. Drop your right foot. Drop your left foot. Let's do the other side. Hook your left ankle on top of right thigh. Seated figure 4. Keep both glutes grounded. Good. Drop your right leg. If you did on the other side, that is. And then hook your arms around and release your fingers. About 3 more breaths here. Really get into those hips, to those glutes, into those IT band. Good. Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and straighten out both legs. Let's shake it out if you need to. Recross your legs and let's do some back bends. So interlace your fingers. Feel free to press your fist down towards the floor. It might not touch, and it's okay. Roll your shoulder heads back. Maybe gaze up. Maybe walk your hands back, but keep lifting your chest. So try not to squeeze the shoulder blades, but just let it happen naturally. Good. Release your hands, roll it out, and then interlace the opposite grip this time. So it's going to be the uncomfortable grip. Same action. Roll your shoulder heads back. Open the chest. Press your hands back and down. Lift your chest up. Holding here for 3 breaths. Good. Slowly release. Shake it out. All right, mamas. Thanks so much for joining me in my short seated yoga class. With just that short amount of time, you should already feel relaxed, open, and tense-free. So if you have any questions, please comment below. And please feel free to share with me any questions, any feedbacks. Thank you so much. Namaste.